Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this historic Wednesday night. Tonight, the general public began saying its final goodbyes to Queen Elizabeth II in London. The late monarch will lie in state until her funeral on Monday. You can see mourners inside Westminster Hall tonight, the Queen's coffin surrounded by royal bodyguards. Hundreds of thousands are expected to pay their respects over the next 4 days. At one point, the line stretched nearly 3 miles. The Archbishop of Canterbury led a brief service this morning, attended by King Charles and other members of the royal family. Kate, the Princess of Wales, wore the Queen's diamond and pearl leaf brooch and the pearl earrings that belonged to her late mother-in-law, Princess Diana. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, paid her respect with a touching curtsy in front of the coffin. We have a lot of news to get to tonight, and CBS's Charlie D'Agata will start us off from outside Westminster Hall. Good evening, Charlie.
Good evening to you, Nora. That behind me is part of a never-ending line of mourners winding their way to Westminster Hall across the bridge to visit the Queen lying in state. It's been a day of pageantry, but also high emotions and quiet respect as we entered one of the final legs of the Queen's journey. From beneath the grand backdrop of Buckingham Palace, flanked by her grenadier guards, Queen Elizabeth II left home today for the final time. Her coffin carried on a horse-drawn gun carriage with the imperial state crown she wore placed on top, encrusted with 2,800 diamonds. Marching right behind, King Charles III and the Queen's other 3 children. Then William, Prince of Wales, standing side by side with his brother Prince Harry in a moment of symbolic unity. Evoking memories of that day 25 years ago this month when the 2 grief-stricken young princes walked behind the coffin of their mother, Princess Diana. Thousands of mourners crowded the long avenue leading from the palace. Many stood in a solemn silence.
I think they were awed by the spectacle, but just as in life they felt a sense of connection with Elizabeth. Through all that ceremony, there was a person, a wonderful, sweet old lady who gave her life to Britain and the Commonwealth.
Many more had to be turned away. Throngs massed at Hyde Park, some visibly moved, wiping away tears as they watched the procession on huge screens. The whole family was reunited at the Palace of Westminster, where the Queen's body will lie in state until her funeral on Monday. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to visit, the line leading to Westminster Hall already stretching back for miles. Some of the people at the front of the line had already been camping out for days, but now there is no time for sitting around or even standing. This line will move 24 hours a day until the morning of the funeral on Monday.
For 70 years, the least we can do is queue up for a few hours to pay our respects.
Now she's come home, we just feel it's important to go and pay her respects and let the kids remember a day in history.
The only monarch most here have ever known, a woman devoted to duty nearly her entire life, with one last duty to fulfill even after death. President Biden spoke by phone to King Charles today, offering his condolences. The president is one of around 500 heads of state and foreign dignitaries headed here to attend the Queen's funeral next week. Nora?
What a remarkable day. Charlie D'Agata, thank you very much.